So Freddie, welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time. I think Avs fans are really going to enjoy getting to know you a little bit better off the ice. I like to start these with learning your nickname and how you got the nickname. And I don't know if Freddie counts as your nickname from Frederick or.
Yeah, no, Freddie definitely counts. I had a joke of a nickname when I was in Sweden. It was Big Fred, but I don't know if that'll catch on here. But Freddie.
Big Fred. I mean, we can make it happen. That's what this video is for. If you want people to start calling you Big Fred.
We'll see. We'll see if it feels more naturally here. Back there, it definitely did, but we'll give it some time.
What do the guys in the locker room call you?
Just Freddie.
Just Freddie.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll stick to Freddie then. Is that what you prefer over Frederick?
Yeah.
Okay. Or Fredrik or.
Well, Fredrik is how it sounds like that in Swedish, right? But no, Freddie's just easy. That's what I've gotten used to.
Okay, good to know. So second year in the NHL, and you're joining a team that has recently won the Stanley Cup. What type of excitement, emotions did you have learning that you'd be coming to the Colorado Avalanche?
I mean, you definitely just think of the guys that are here and what they've accomplished, and you want to be a part of it. That's the end goal, getting back to to what they did a couple of years ago, and I mean, you feel it in the locker room and the guys. Everyone's working towards that goal, so it was exciting when it happened, and it's even more exciting day to day getting to be a part of it. So I'm going to do everything I can to help that go in that direction.
Do you feel like you're learning a lot from this group just based on that experience they have?
Oh yeah, no, I'm 27 now, but it's only my second year in the league. But I mean, I'm constantly learning new things on off-ice habits, on-ice stuff. Just, I mean, team-to-team too, interactions on how teams do things are different. But here, I've been loving it so far, and the guys have been great. So.
Tell me a little bit about your journey to getting to the NHL. You said you're 27, but it's already your second
Yeah,
year.
no, it's been all over. I went to school out in Omaha, played 4 years there, and then spent 3 years in Sweden. Had a great last year in Sweden there, and got to play at the Olympics with them, with the team there in Sweden. Well, the national team, of course. And then, I got a chance to come over, play with Dallas. Had a fun first season, ended great, and then an opportunity came to come here. And I mean, once that went through, it was a no-brainer to pursue it. So I'm just lucky to get to. I've seen a lot of places, met a lot of people. I got an amazing wife that pushes me and supports me, and a great family that does the same. And it's a heck of a ride, but it's definitely fun.
And you have family here, right? So tell me a little bit more about that and that Colorado connection.
Yep, my parents and younger brother. Well, we grew up in Broomfield here. My family, all of us, moved from Sweden over here.
How old were you?
So I was turning 13, so right before high school. And then I think we're going now on, 13, 14 years now, because my parents are still here. We're up just north of Denver, and we've loved the state. It's been great. Get to come back here too when we have time off. It's lucky. It's very fortunate to have family nearby. I feel like you never get to have them this close by. So they've been to a lot of games already, and they'll probably be at a few more. So it's definitely nice having them, and then just getting into the routine of being so close to each other, because everyone's usually so spread apart.
For sure. If you don't mind me asking, why did the whole family move here?
So my dad had a job opportunity to come over, and we just kind of went for it. And then my brothers and we kept playing hockey. My younger brother's playing high school up for Monarch, which is just north of Denver, and it's been fun getting to be around him too. Yeah. And just like I said, you don't really get to choose where you go in hockey. You kind of go, where the opportunity is. So I'm just lucky it kind of worked out this time for me. Yeah,
and so both of your parents are from Sweden originally?
Yep, okay. So our whole family's Swedish, and we go back as much as we can. My wife and I, we have a place there now, and my parents do too. Okay. So we'll see where we end up after it all, but it's nice having the option, and it's a big part of where I came from, and my family's very proud of that too. And I'm lucky enough too that my wife and I, we were living there. We had a lot of fun, getting back into the culture as adults. As I spent more of my childhood in Sweden, and spent more of my kind of high school and maybe maturing years here in the States with me being stateside. So that was fun to get to do that for a couple of years.
What do you miss the most about Sweden?
I mean, it's mainly the people. I think there's also like a kind of simplicity that comes with being in Sweden. Like I think people who have lived in Europe and maybe in smaller towns in Europe kind of can relate. You don't have to drive as much. just feeling part of a community, I feel like is easier there as, the bigger cities. I mean, obviously Stockholm and your bigger cities are going to require that commute, right? But the towns we were in for hockey were very tight-knit, hockey crazy towns, and it was fun to kind of just simplify things a little bit. And then we got to know a lot of great people, and then we still have a lot of family still out there, of course, family and friends. So we keep in touch as much as we can.
So are you and Gabe Landeskog like instantly best friends because of this, or?
I think if he was here, we'd definitely have a handshake by now or something. But whenever he is, we chatted up Swedish style. So
nice.
No, but he's a good dude from just meeting him a couple times here, and I mean the guys here love him. So we'd get along great.
He's well loved, I would say.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Freddie. So tell me a little bit more about yourself off the ice. What you enjoy doing in your free time the most?
A lot of time with family is very important to me. My wife and I got a mini schnauzer from Sweden. We picked him up, so he's with us on our journey now. He's our little baby, so that's taking him around and having fun with him is a big thing. In the summers, fishing is something I like to do a lot with my wife's dad. So we'd get to do a lot of that, and then just being outdoors, a lot of walks, cliched and stuff like that, but I love that stuff, being out and getting out. I would say, working out is kind of part of the job, but honestly, kind of the whole fitness lifestyle I enjoy too. Cooking, lots of cooking. I'm not afraid to pump my own tires with that, and my wife isn't either. We're good cooks, we cook a lot.
Nice. What's your favorite, your go-to dish? I'm trying to figure out what I'm having for dinner, so maybe you can help me out.
Oh, we made this amazing salmon. It's kind of like a teriyaki salmon with rice and usually some sort of veggies, but just really getting good texture on the salmon is nice.
Do you follow a recipe, or you just wing it?
No, we wing a lot of it, but
impressive.
You can base a lot of things around garlic and you'll go far. So that's kind of how we do things.
That's fair. What's the dog's name? Does it have a Swedish name?
Bjorn. Yeah.
Bjorn.
So Bjorn, if you pronounce it Swedish, is Bjorn. It's with the O with the 2 dots, and it translates to bear. So it's just Swedish for bear.
Adorable.
So he's our little bear.
That's very cute. Very cute. Let's see. We talked about what you like to do off the ice. Family is important to you. Anything else you'd want Avs fans to know about you?
About me? I, for the most part, just feel like I'm a normal guy that sometimes talks a little too much, but gets to do something he loves for a living. So he's very grateful, and just just the little things with me go a long way. So
nice. What makes you say you think you talk too much? In what setting? What context?
Well, anytime I do an interview or I talk to someone, I usually have to end it by saying, like, if I gave you too much information, you can always cut it out. So that's usually how it goes.
So Matt Thiessen will be editing this one, so you're welcome, Matt.
Gotcha.
He's just long-winded on these things, I guess.
Yeah. No, it's like time kind of just slips away, and I realize maybe other people maybe have things to do or maybe aren't as chatty. I'm sure guys down there, and like in the mornings, I've come in and started a conversation before they're maybe had their coffee or something like that. So.
Yeah. Well, you're fine with me. I can talk to a wall, so we could keep dragging this out, but we don't have to. Last thing here is any exciting final words, I guess, for the Avs fans about this season.
Just excited to get to work in front of you guys and get to kick some butt. I grew up going to Avs games when it was a Pepsi Center back in the day, and now getting to be there on the ice, kind of on the other side. It's surreal. So I'm gonna enjoy every moment, and if there's kids out there that, like me, are playing hockey too, there is a chance that you could be on the ice that you're watching. So, just we'll be working. Yeah. Stay with it.
So dream big. But you sparked another question for me. You grew up coming to Pepsi Center at the time, watching the Avs. Who was your favorite player to watch?
Well, here on the Avs, then I'm trying to think. I was a big fan of someone who wasn't playing here. I was a big fan of Joe Thornton growing up. He was kind of a guy, like, this is a story maybe for another time, but we've also spent some years living in San Jose. Okay. So when our family first came to the States, we lived in San Jose, and I grew up kind of watching the Sharks a little bit. So I was obsessed with Joe, Jumbo Joe, and his whole thing. But crazy enough, my favorite player truly growing up was always Peter Forsberg. So I've got to meet him now, being here with the Avs and other connections with him. But I mean, he's a legend here. So he's.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch him live, of course, but I mean, seen plenty of clips of him to know what he's all about,
Yeah.
and I wish I was as good as him. But we're working.
Working.
Maybe you can give me some pointers.
Is he a nice guy?
Yeah,
I hear
great
he's
guy.
nice. Yeah, he's pretty
good.
great. Okay, well, I think that's it. Thanks so much for taking the time. Appreciate it.
Of course.
That's it.
Yeah, thanks
Awesome.
for having me.